Palate, Guam. I'm your host, Lieutenant Dave Blas of Joint Region Marianas. And with me here today is Roel Utuk, a Guam Community College culinary student. Great to have you on the show, Roel. Okay, Roel, so what are you making for us today?
Today we'll be making honey walnut shrimp.
Okay, so what are the ingredients to this dish?
The ingredients, we have 9 ingredients.
Okay.
So we'll start off with half a cup of walnuts.
Okay.
This is a quarter cup of sugar. We have half a cup of water.
Okay, so this is just one part of the whole dish.
Yes,
correct?
this is just the, we're just gonna
for the candy?
Yes.
Okay, for the
glaze the walnuts.
All right, and next is?
And next we have the shrimp. So we have a pound of shrimp.
Now you can use any kind of shrimp, right? So long as it's cleaned?
Peeled and veined.
All right.
And we have 4 egg whites.
Okay.
And this is 3/4 of a cup of cornstarch.
All right, and that's the second step?
Yes,
second part of this dish?
Okay. And our last step is the sauce. We have 2 tablespoons of honey.
Okay.
This is 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Okay.
And this is a tablespoon of sweetened condensed milk.
Okay, great. So before we get started, I want you to know that this is probably my favorite Chinese dish.
Oh, really?
So I don't know how to make it, and so I'm very happy that you're teaching us today. So where do we get started on this dish?
So first, we can glaze our walnuts.
Okay.
In water and sugar. So basically, we just
throw it in.
No, we let these two. We combine these two in a pan.
A pot? Oh, okay.
And then we incorporate that.
Okay.
So you add your sugar and the water, and this should boil for a bit.
So we keep it at probably about a high heat for now?
Yes, high heat for now.
Okay.
And then when that boils, you add the walnuts.
Okay, Roel, so it's been about 5 minutes. I noticed that the mixture of the water and the sugar has dissolved and it's kind of thickened right now. And as you can see right now, the sauce is boiling. So what's next?
So the next step is carefully adding the walnuts.
Okay.
So this mix, and we can reduce the heat from there. And this actually we can, right after when we reduce the heat, we can actually leave it until it's
kind of like, it turns into like a
syrup.
syrup?
It's like dry, or
okay.
Until it's like glazed.
Okay. Just leave it and then we'll toss it here later. Okay, so we just got done glazing our walnuts, so I think we're on to our second step. Okay, which
so our second step is the sauce.
Okay, and we start here just by mixing all the ingredients. So first it's the mayonnaise. All right.
And
should I taste test this?
It's always best to taste.
Okay. Okay, so we just got done making our honey sauce while we were making this sit, and Roel taught me to kind of check the walnuts and make sure that the walnut has crystallized from the sugar, which it has. As you can see, it's kind of all dried out. And so what we're going to do right now is we're just going to toss this on the paper towel, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll just let this cool down. All right. Sweet. Okay, Roel, so we're done making the glazed walnuts.
Yes.
We're done making the sauce. Now we're off to making the batter and working with the shrimp, correct? Okay.
So for the batter, we just whisk the egg whites until it's foamy.
Okay.
So the secret to a crispy batter,
Okay.
whenever you're making a honey walnut shrimp,
Sure.
is really whipping the egg whites.
Okay.
All right, so that looks about right.
about it, okay.
Yes. And now we incorporate the cornstarch.
Okay. So you still want me to whisk
yes.
while we're putting it in? Okay.
So gradually add the cornstarch while you whisk.
All right. So we don't have to sift it, correct?
Alright, so that looks about right. It looks really good. Okay, so we just finished making the batter. And one way to check your oil, if it's ready, is to use a chopstick and put it in the oil. And if it starts to bubble, that's when you know it's ready.
And you do this because if you don't have a thermometer.
If you don't have a thermometer, that's one way to check if it's ready.
Okay, so we pretty much come to the final step of this dish. The batter's ready.
Yes.
You prepare the oil's ready. It's up to temperature.
Yes.
We got our shrimp and we're ready for battering.
Yes. When you put it on the oil,
Okay.
make sure to hold it because sometimes it tends to stick on the bottom.
Okay.
It's best to always hold it until the batter is a bit set.
Okay.
One thing with shrimp and a lot of seafood, when you cook it for too long, it tends to get rubbery.
All right. So how will we know when these shrimps are ready?
When they're golden brown. It should look like this. This is what we're looking for.
Okay.
Nice color.
So we just got done with our third batch of fried shrimp. Sauce is ready. Candied walnuts are ready. And now we're ready for mixing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we just go to...
Yes, we start off with the shrimp.
Okay.
Put it all in. Next we can add the walnuts. Last we add this. But for, in the end, this is added, you can add as much as you want or it's to your own liking.
To your own taste?
Yes,
Okay.
to your own taste.
All right.
So if you
Just gradually put it in.
gradually
and
add
mix.
or add half first
Okay.
and then start mixing.
It's about that. So there you have it, Guam. Homemade honey walnut shrimp. All right, Guam, so that about wraps it up for today's show with Roel teaching us how to make honey walnut shrimp. So before we dig in, I'd like to say thank you and tune in next time for more great dishes.